どうも皆さんこんにちは。本日はついに公開されたベセスダ新作スターフィールドのゲームプレイ映像、いやもはやゲームプレイ紹介のトレーラーを一緒に見ていこうと思います。先日行われた Xbox ショーケースの後に単独でスターフィールドの紹介がされたんですけれども、なんとその動画45分なんですよ。長いね。バラエティ番組一本見れるわ。ってぐらいなんだけど、でもそれでもね、説明しきれないぐらい本当に膨大な作品になってるので、めちゃめちゃ楽しみです。キャラクリだったり、戦闘だったり、探索だったり、いろんなチャプターごとに分けて説明してくれているので、とても分かりやすいトレーラーになっております。ということで今日は一緒に見ていきましょう。さあ来たぞ。ベセスダゲームスタジオ。さあ来たぞ。25年ぶりだね。
But it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just
星がめちゃめちゃいっぱいあるからね。
It's over 1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours. It's yours.
ちゃんと動くのか心配だよ。
And it wasn't until now that we had the technology
生態系
to
も
create
すごくなってそうだね。
from the rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds.
環境
That
と
isn't just a
生態系
backdrop.
が
That moon is
すごい気にな
actually
る。
there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person,
これはいつもの通りだね。
and you can play it in first person.
エルダースクロールの時もフォールアウトの時も両方切り替えられたから。
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in.
物質のなんか
You can collect resources,
特徴とかも調べられるっぽいね。謎のレーザーで破壊し
do a
て
mission, and maybe even
Item 手に入れ
stumble
るのかな。
upon something unexpected.
アバンダント前廃鉱山だね。普通の人間かこれは。早っ、すごいスタイリッシュ。2段ジャンプしてんじゃん。さすが宇宙。いいね。おー素晴らしい。なんか PV でこんなにさ激しくスタイリッシュに動けてんのいいな。足すごい角度で曲がっちゃってるよ。
We do love stuff, and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up. And you
一個
can
一個取る
view
んだ。
all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and
UI は
your
こんな感じ
inventory.
か。
We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits
いやーこれハマった
to
人
food. We just obsess over
軽
the
く500
details.
時間は抜け出せま
Food.
せん
We
よ。
obsess over food.
今何だった？ゴキブリっぽいなかった？
When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I
出た
left
このロ
Vasco
ボ
here
ット。
back at my ship,
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
and he can even say your name. Let's head out.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like
なるほど。
many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch. A bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used,
いいね。
and lived in.
使い古された感じ。
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
宇宙での生活っぽくていいな。
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and
自分のいる惑星
resources.
が
You
表示さ
can
れ
choose a
て
landing
そ
spot
の
or
情報
fast
が
travel to
書いてある
known
のね。
locations.
多分ね、やることとか情
Backing
報量
out
がいっぱいす
further,
ぎ
you can
て
view all the planets in the system.
忙しくなると思うんだよ
Obviously, the
ね。
game is
い
big,
ろいろと。
and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are
生
barren
命
but
反応
resource
がある
heavy.
惑星だったり資源がいっぱいな惑
Zoom
星と
out
か
even
いろいろ
further
いろ
to
精
see
査し
all the
て選ぶん
systems
だ
in
な、行
this
く場
part
所
of the galaxy. Here you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space
と
and
んで
jump
も
to
ない
these
規模の旅に
systems.
なるわ。
And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system where we can find the city of New Atlantis. 宇宙飛び立つぞ。
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
きたー。地球です。
You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
これ地球だよね、多分。違うか。
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis,
とんでもねえな、マジで。
your eyes are guided upwards to just these
いや、
boundless
これ
and
で
vast
きる
buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also
バ
in
グ
amount of
めちゃめちゃ
custom
起きそうで怖いんだけど
art and quests.
まあまあ起きることを前提にね
So the main
皆さん
focus
プレイし
when
ま
we're
すからき
designing
っ
a
と
city is obviously what supports the
そこはいい
story.
んだけど
We try and tell as many
ちょ
small
規模が
stories
で
as
かすぎ
possible.
て
This is a
ワクワクと怖さ両方あるよね
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of
グラフ
real
もやばいし
characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
アップルウォッチかこれ
Welcome to Constellation.
これ前の PV にもあったよね
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group.
伝説の
Most
集
people
団
don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so
選ばれた軍団ってことか
so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
このアーティファクトを集めて
Oh my god.
世界の秘密を探るわけだ
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely
よく言いがち
something
なやつ
else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes
な
as
るほ
long
ど
as you
ね
have the money.
投資
There's
とかも
also
できそうだね
Vlad, the ex-pirate. Sam Coe, the former space
めちゃめちゃいっ
cowboy.
ぱいいんじゃん
And Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark
やばい
on.
ワクワクが止まら
Settled
ん
Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
すごいのいるスター・ウォーズ出てくるのかな生き物同士の戦いもあんのかな生態系があるってことは
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your
まあこれはあれかフ
citizenship?
ォールアウトとかみたいな感じでどの軍団に入るかっていうのを選べるんだねすごい変なカ
The
マ
city
キ
of
リ
Sidonia
頭に
on
花ついたカマ
Mars
キ
to
リ
this
だ
day serves as the largest mining facility
何個あるん
for
だ
the
ろうね
United
そうい
Colonies.
う軍っていうか組織は
Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space.
おお
The capital of the
いいね。
Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
アキラシティ。
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila
アキラっ
City
ぽくはないけど。
fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known
ネオンシティ
throughout
だ。
the settled
サイバーパンクっぽいよ
as a
世界観。
pleasure city where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
おお、頭のおかしいやつらいたわ。不思議なやついっぱいいるだろうな、ここには。
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
まずい。歓楽街の裏には虐殺
Outside
が
the bounds of civilized
たくさ
space,
んあ
there
る
are
ね。
still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore.
でもやっ
But
ぱ
these
街
areas are
もい
also
いけど
home to
自然だよね。
most
自然
hostile
行きたいな。
factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made dust in time.
海賊の基地か。
A new
レッドマイル。
face. Is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile?
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In
恐ろしい勘違い野郎もいるってわけだ。
cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you.
とにかく何でもあるってことですね。月が2つ浮いてる。
So,
とんでもねえや。
ready to get out there?
Hours in character creation.
お、
And I think
キャラクリだ
people
次
are
は。
really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
ああ、こういう資料欲しいな、資料集。あのさ、上田文人監督の資料集発売されるんだよ、今度。それも予約したんだけど、これ資料集とかすごい好き。アートデザイン集とか。
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character
なるほどね。
you could make yourself.
Hey, come on, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the
これ
jury's
導入
still
かな。
out.
ここで多分自分のキャラクリ
You know
す
who
るん
you
だろう
are?
な、きっと。
New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
だいたい運ばれて始まるパターンのやつ。
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point.
まあこれよくある感じだね。
Your
こ
journey
こ
from there
に
can be as detailed or as
歩き
quick as
方
you
と
want it
か
to
スタイル
be.
と
This new
か
system has
細
more
か
to
く選
offer
択でき
than
るわ
ever
けです。
before.
ね。
It's also the simplest character generation system we ever had. We
す
let them
ご
play
い
it as close as possible to
筋
make
骨隆々
whatever
な
they
人今
want.
の。
With the
あの人
various
作りたいんだけ
facial
ど。
morphs you can blend together, the dermoesthetic and
何今
makeup,
の
blemishes,
ライオンみたいな
scars,
髪型に
piercings, teeth
オ
settings.
トボーかなん
It's
か
a
出て
lot,
きた？
but I think it's the most fun to use.
かっこよすぎるでしょ。
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to
どん
be.
な人物になり
That's
た
where
いか。
backgrounds come in.
初期捨てぶりかなこれは。
Backgrounds give you a
ぽ
bit
い
of
ね。
backstory and start
あ
you
と
out
は
with
背
three
景、
basic
生い立ち
skills.
とかも決められるんだな、きっと。
to Dusty.
おもろい
You
ね。
know, the crew still
やっぱ
has
いい
a
よ
betting
ね
pool about。which
顔だけじゃなくて
Western
こうやって能力
critic
値
you
決めていくのがやっぱ
must
キャラクリの醍醐味だよ。
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages.
ほうほうほうほう。
You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
なるほどね。これ有名人スキルを持ったんだね。大変そうだ
They'll
な
join。your crew and it'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with this constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing.
一緒に旅したくないな、これは。
I've got to have every molecule.
怖いって。
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to
え、
support
そ
your
んなの
parents,
もあん
but
の？
they're very sweet and it's
親
really
ま
fun
でい
to
るんだ。
visit them.
実家帰って母ちゃんに親孝行するってのか。親のありがたみがわかるゲームです。これ。同じ宗教を信仰する特性を選んだので事なきを得た。ああ、なるほど
There's
ね。
another
そういう
great
つながり
one
もある
that
のね。
gives
お
you
も
a
ろいな。
damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly
自
show
分の選
up
んだ特
and
性と
try
か
to
性
kill
格
you.
とか信仰によって相
No
手の
matter
関わ
what
りと
you
か関係
choose,
値も
there
変わっ
will
て
be
くるわけ
plenty
だ
of
ね。
ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another adventure.
殺すなよ。
We'll let you discover that on your own.
まあでもこれがようやく始まるだろ。スキルシステムだ。
Each time you level up, you get a skill point.
シンプル。
Which can be used to unlock or rank up skills.
項目があって、テクノロジーとかサイエンスとかフィジカル、いろんなスキル上げられるわけだ。
Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks. With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
I like the xenosociology skill.
もう時間かけてゆっくりやっていくゲームだからね。これ9月でしょ。10月にさ、サクリもアランウェイクも出てさ、時間足んないわ。あ、早く来てだね。パワーパンチだ。この身体強化はサイバーパンクみたいな感じでしょ、きっと。お、ピックポケット。3もできちゃいますよ。
Slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie.
通気口の中も通れちゃうんだ。いいね。
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a running gun player.
できねえよ、俺すぐ殺したくなっちゃうから。
Death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
こんな飛べんだ。あらあら。
I like blowing stuff up.
4はもう何でもあり。うまいな、スナイパー。さて続いて探索について。
In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures.
醍醐味はやっぱこの探索だよね。
Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun.
距離に応じて変わるんだ。
Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things.
やべえ、早く会いたいこいつに。
When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers,
ここファストトラベルってポンの場所じゃん。
and exploring derelict
ここもでき
ships.
ちゃうんだもんね。まあでも多分 2,3 回やったら宇宙パート俺飽きそうな気もするんだけど、宇宙船パートは。
It's all out there.
どうなんだろう。
Ultimately,
ここから新しい小惑星見つけて入ったりとかできるのかな。
Because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
歩いてるだけでいろんな脇道それて気づいたら夜中過ぎてます。宇宙船の強化とアップグレード。
Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own.
乗り物好きな人はこれ楽しいだろうね。マジでいろんな形にできるんだね。
Customize and upgrade that ship.
コンテナとか足とか
And hire a crew to keep it up and running.
クルーを雇って
And it all starts in
中どうす
spaceports.
るかとかね。
Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
どれだけかっこいい船を作れたか選手
Maybe
権
you
始まり
start
そう
off
だ
with a
な。
speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking
速
space
さと
freighter
か
to
重さと
run
か
cargo
そういったものも
missions,
変わ
or
るんだ
even
ね。
do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes. You can customize and upgrade everything you see here. And you have two ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the ship builder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette. An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want. The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting, or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, 中のビジュアルもいろいろ変えられるのかな。とにかく要素が多い。Our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want. とんでもなくへんてこなやつ作ってやろうかな。絶対誰も乗ってこないような形の。
I make them look like animals.
お、動物。なるほど。
The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had like a giant tail to it.
おもろいね。
We've done spiders, we've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
うわー、これは絶対みんなツイッターに投稿するよ。
You're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
自分だけのオリジナルの宇宙船。
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run. And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
そしてクルーの他にコンパニオンも。
Around the core basics of a NASA machine.
ロボットとかだね。
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him more personality.
It is a shame. Exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way.
これは半端ないよね。
We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons.
宇宙での戦いもあるんだもんな。
It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster.
やり尽くせないよ、こんなの。
Powering up the grav drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump.
1ヶ月じゃエンディングまでもいけないかも。
And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there.
お、ちょっと強そうな敵来た。そんなことないか。
Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you
オート追
target.
尾かこれ。なるほどね。
After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into
倒
scrap.
した敵から物資を取れると。あーでもこれは何回かやってたら普通にめんどく
You
さく
can
なりそう
also
だ
take
な。
a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
あ、乗り込むこともできるのね。それはワクワクだ。生きるワクワクしちゃった。それは生きるワクワクだ。
Once you've taken control
寄り
of
道
an
が止まん
enemy
ない
ship,
な。
it's yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport. But space is way
大
more
きく
than
したら
fighting
その
for
分
your
大
life.
きい敵戦にも乗り込めるのかな。
Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper
すごい
ship,
タトゥー。
one worthy of you.
タコ
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship like the UC Vigilance. Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite
マジで
on a
惑
cruise
星から
ship
惑
fit
星
for
に
the
移るまで
stars.
でも時間かかりそうだね。
There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an
な
act
る
of
ほど
piracy.
ね。
When I'm playing, I
おもろい
generally
な。
go crazy.
倒すこともできるんでしょ？
I definitely go like the more piracy
交渉もできる
routes.
し、
I wanna
仲間にも
take
なれ
over
るし、
ships, I'm gonna board
海賊
ships,
行為も
I'm
できる
like,
と。
this is now mine. I steal
何でも
all
あ
the
りです。
sandwiches and put them, you know, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for
まあ
sandwiches.
俺はサンドイッチマニアに
I
な
don't
ろう
wanna
か
play
な。
the hero, but I wanna go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
言わされてない大丈夫お姉さん。
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best moments are the ones you discover on your own. The thing I love
何で
most
もあり
about
だね。
Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
そんな奴らもい
That
るんだ。
DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests, and it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit.
ちょっと世界観が広すぎてやってみないとわからんもはや。
We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy.
1日に 2,3 時間のプレイじゃ何もできずに終わったりそうだなこれ。
And wonder, and sometimes a little fear. We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
自由にね。何でもあなたの自由です。すべてはあなたに選択権が委ねられているから。倒すもよし、仲間になるもよし。すべては思うがままに生きる。それでいいんですよ。
Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for
そんで
crafting,
これがね、
building,
1000
and
分の
customizing.
3とか4とかだ
You
ね
know。what is cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural
惑星時代は
content,
自動生成。
but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore.
あ、そうなの。
Our system builds the planet as the player approaches it, and we stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations
その場で計算されてあらかじめ用意されたアセットが反映されていくってことか。
or and plants to pick up.
It allows us
す
to
ごい
add
ね。
that touch
読み込み失敗したらめちゃめちゃバグり
environmental
そう。
storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments.
それでそっからストーリーが発生して、さらに自分の選択によっていろいろ変わってたりするわけ
So
だ。
even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you
な
have,
る
you
ほ
would
ど
have a
ね
different。story to tell.
もうまさに冒険だね。同じ惑星を探検してても、人によってはまた違うストーリーが展開されたりするんだ。まあそもそも同じような場所行っても違う惑星になってるかもしれないしね。さて侵入したぞ。海賊だねこれ。敵。これは最初の PV であった戦いと同じかな、きっと。侵入パートだもんね。あ、痛そう。
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet. Whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way,
マジで何でもありってわけだよ、もう。
or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you
あ、
have
同
the
じ性
skills,
質
you
の
can
生
even
き物とか。
figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets.
人によってやるゲームが様々になりそうだね。とにかくいろんな探索する人だったり、とにかくいろんな人と会う人だったりとか、建設重視とか、拠点を攻めるの大好き。いろいろ分かれそうだ。そんで生物の多様性すごいな。これが楽しみなんだよね、俺。いろんな生物に会うのが。
When the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
わお、美しい。わお、美しい。わお、美しい。けど下のやつちょっと気持ち悪い。確かに光すごい綺麗だね。草花一本一本も美しいし、光やっぱ綺麗だな。言ってるだけあって。
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
便利。
Something cool we have this time is
一気にシミュレーションゲームっぽくもできる。
where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outposts and placing those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
中身も自由です。いいね、なんか謎の太陽光パネル的なやつ。太陽光パネルかな、あれ。なんかよくわかんないもん回ってるけど、これはなんだろう。なんでもありだな、もう。
Add crafting and research stations in your outpost to utilize any resources you find or already have.
で、今度は資源について。
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes. Larger magazines.
サイトやスコープ、マガジン、グリップ、武器は当然いろんな風にアップグレードできる。バレルとか炸裂弾とか、弾もね。
All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor.
いいね。最高。サプレッサースナイパー使いたいね。
You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim.
どうしよう、三人称視点でやるか一人称視点でやるか迷うな。
What's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations
ダイナミックだよね、すごい。 迫力あるもん。まあこれぐらい自分が動けるかどうか別としてね。
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
武器の数めっちゃ多いんだね。
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your
お、
environment.
サーマルスコープ。
Gravity is different for each planet, and boost
なる
packs
ほど。
are excellent for getting around.
いいね、ブーストパック。
And for giving you an
使い
edge
て
in
ー。
combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying.
月は地球の6分の1だっけ ?16 って確か。
Zero gravity environments pose a different
無
challenge.
重力環
Firing a
境も
ballistic
ある
weapon
け
in
ど、
zero G will
重いところ
actually
もある
push
の
you
かな、逆
backwards.
に。
Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage.
いいね。なんかこれあれだね、ウルフェンシュタインみたいな。
Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger.
わお。ガトリングもあり。
Starfield's got you covered.
破壊しようぜ。赤い赤い。でけえので破壊しよう。でけえやつを。ハンドガンもかっこいいけど。武器結構いっぱい持ってたね、今ね。今4つさ、棒がなってて、そこに4つずつ入れられたから16個ぐらい持ってきたわけ。恐竜もいいんじゃん。もう宇宙だから何がいてもおかしくないからね。何でもありなんだ。おお、固める爆弾もある。固めるやつが凍らせる爆弾。近未来武器。そしてナイフ。ナイフはいつだって強いんだから。いつの時代でも最強よ、ナイフは。今腰打ちで決めたんだ。いや、飛びすぎー。まさか。マジかよ、お前。ジェダイにもなれちゃうの？今のは何よ、ちょっと教えてくれよな。今の能力何？まだあんの？武器以外にも謎の能力。何今の浮かせるのは特殊能力もあるんだ。マジかよ。いやもう本当に自分の好き勝手好きなように生きれるんだね。いやー、規模が桁違い。何でもできるし、何でも自分の思うがまま。スターフィールド。宇宙の星々の大地は全てあなたの手の中に。2023年9月6日、あと3ヶ月だよ。みんな、バグが起こるのはもう分かってる。そんなの関係ないんだ。新しい宇宙で会おう。ワクワクが止まらないぜ。そして最後に、PC 版の推奨スペックについても公開がされたので、そちらの方についてもね、見ていこうと思います。PC 版の推奨スペックは、はい、こちらの感じになっております。まあ、最低スペックはね、正直当てなので、推奨スペックの方を見てほしいんですけれども、CPU が Ryzen の 5-3600X、グラフィックボードが、ラデオンの6800か GeForce2080 以上ということですね。まあ、この推奨スペックっていうのは、一応フル HD で 60fps 以上動くよっていう指標なので、まあこれ以上は必要かなと。3000番台があれば、まあそれなりに安心して遊べはするかなということなんですけれども、ストレージ見てよ。125GB だって。多分これもうすでに最初の前提として必要とされてるものだから、もっと増えるよね。もう最近のゲームはさ、FF7 リメイクもそうだったけどさ、 容量がすごいな。200ギガが当たり前の時代とか、すぐやってきそうですね。ということで皆様、スターフィールド、楽しみなワクワクがとても詰まっている作品ですね。あと3ヶ月、もう3ヶ月ですよ。発売まで。宇宙の旅に出る準備はできましたか？心して宇宙服を着て待っていましょう。それではまた3ヶ月後、宇宙でお会いしましょう。